Everybody, it's Dr. Rick dropping in. I hope everybody's having a great start to your weekend. As you can see here in the H, the sun is finally out again. And I am trying to wind my day down. I'm excited this weekend. Last weekend was the grandson. This weekend is my youngest daughter. So the babies, the little ones, are still keeping me going. The grown ones keep me crazy. But I love all my kids equally, but differently. Look, I'm not going to be long. I'm running a real quick errand. I just wanted to share something with you. Those of you who don't know, who may have, for whatever reason, just start following me or somehow missed it, back in March of 2020, so a little over 3 years ago. Wow, time flies. A little over 3 years ago, I had 5 heart attacks over the course of about 7 days. Just kept putting them off, the small ones, minor heart attacks. I'm literally moving through that, not even realizing what's happening until I have a major heart attack. I ended up having 2 major heart attacks. I had one that took me to the hospital, and my insistence on not staying but a couple of days and not letting them finish what they were doing led to me literally having a 5th heart attack, major heart attack, on the way out of the hospital. The doctor said if I would have gotten that car and left, I wouldn't have made it back. But what happened is they found it was a 90% blockage. There was a lot of things going on: hypertension, cardiovascular, arterial issues. There was a 90% blockage. But I was also, at that time, nearly 260 pounds. I'm 5'10", so imagine 260 pounds. If you see the videos and the pictures, you can tell by just looking at my face. And for the few pictures where you got the entire body shot, you could tell. But anyway, long story short, I finally made up in my mind that, hey, it's time for me to get myself together. I spent so much time working, so much time researching, so much time writing, so much time doing the things that support me and my family, which unfortunately is predominantly behind the screen. Now, the funny thing is, the first half of my life was all about fitness, all about health, everything. Matter of fact, my first company is Master Fitness 21. But you get caught up and you do it, and so it can happen to anybody. That's why I'm never judging anybody. I'm just inspiring and challenging and encouraging people, because it happens. I'm overweight, and I know everything I need to do to not be there, but I'm there. So what I decided is I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to leave my family without the patriarch, without the leader, without the person who so many people are following and inspired by. So I decided to get together. So over the course of about 10 months, I dropped 50 plus pounds. There's a unique and specific way I did that. I used a combination of ketogenic dieting, which is putting your body in ketosis, where it burns fat instead of glucose and carbohydrates, which is what most people's bodies use for energy. Predominantly carbohydrates are what your body uses for energy. But you can literally put your body into a state of ketosis where it is now burning fat, and it's trained to burn fat. So it burns fat first. Ketogenics is you do that by starving the body of carbohydrates. Anything that can convert into glucose, fructose, any form of quote unquote what you would call sugars will work. And there's a bunch of different things. I don't have time to get into why it works, but everything from reducing insulin resistance, overproduction of insulin, targeting body fat, so many other things. And there's so many other health benefits to it too, but also intermittent fasting, where you create a window in which you eat, and you don't eat outside of that window. So you don't eat all day long. I don't eat before noon, and I don't eat after 6 and sometimes 7:30. But still, that's the window. All the other time, it's water or coffee, and that's it. And so it works, but everybody has a different body type. Everybody has different things going on. So what I decided to do is create a program where we could evaluate customers and clients and help them determine the best route, show them how to use both ketosis and intermittent fasting to get weight off in a healthy manner, in a safe manner, in a manner that they can sustain it. That's one of the biggest things that matters when it comes to losing weight, sustainability. That's why crash diets don't work. That's why all these fad diets don't work. Why? Because, yeah, you may get it off, but can you sustain it? Can your body actually sustain it? Even if you willfully doing it, can your body be healthy doing that long term? And so is it a healthy, sustainable lifestyle? What you're looking to do is create a lifestyle that you can live with that's long term. And we not only prepare a program for you, do the assessment, set everything up for you, and get you on it. We follow through with you, but we also show you how to sustain it. We show you, like what I'm doing now is I'm actually going through the sculpting process. I got the 50 off, and now I'm starting to build mass more. And so it's not the scale anymore that I'm concerned with. It's the measuring tape. The waistline needs to get smaller. My thighs are just going to automatically blow up. That comes from the athletic stuff that I got involved in. And so that's that. So I definitely am working on that. Arms, chest, all that stuff like that. But we'll talk and show you all that. But basically, we want to help you get off that weight, because with that weight comes increased risk of ischemic heart disease, coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune issues like lupus, certain cancers. There's a bunch of things that come with obesity that no one talks to you about. Obesity is filling the pockets of the medical industry and the pharmaceutical industry, and there is natural ways to handle it. The first thing you need to do is be at a healthy weight. Now, here's the beautiful thing about all of this. We're going to do all of this for $77. No, it doesn't make sense, but when you've been in it, you understand. Master Fitness 21 is my first company. This company I started with 35 years ago. I've been doing this. I used to do it hand on hand, actually working and helping people train. And then I got into the research, knowledge-based side of it. So I write programs, I write papers, I do research, I do studies, but I still am able to develop mechanisms. And the merging of these two is one of the most simple but profound ways of managing your weight. And so I want to help people. And so this system that I've created will allow me to do it. The team is trained on how to do it. I'm managing it and monitoring it. I'll be there for any questions for people who really need real hardline specific feedback. So I'm making myself available, but the program is really there, and it's going to be designed based on where you're at and what you need to go through. Here's the beauty of it. Not only is it just $77, we're going to come down when you first come in. We're going to come up with a reasonable target weight for a 6-week program, because this is a 6-week program. We're going to come up with a reasonable target weight to get you on track and get you going. That's what we want to do right now, is get you on track and get you going. And so the reasonable is 2 to 3, maximum of 2 to 3 pounds per week you can lose in a healthy manner without, really putting yourself in jeopardy. So you're talking about 6 weeks, so you're talking about anywhere from 12 to 18 pounds. We're talking about getting that off in six weeks, and in some instances it may be more, especially if you are extremely overweight. You're going to lose more, especially in the beginning. But anyway, we are going to stay with you at no additional charge until you hit that target weight. So 18 pounds, between 12 and 18 pounds. If you haven't hit at least 12 to 18 pounds, we're going to stay with you. We're going to change it up. We're going to come up. We're going to, just because sometimes the body is resistant. Sometimes a person is doing things a little off. We get the handle on it. There's no such thing as can't. We don't allow that in anything I do across Rick Wallace Enterprises. The word can't is not allowed to be used because it doesn't exist. On that note, I'm out of here. I'm excited about this. Get ready. We're about to do something great. And I'm just going to keep doing things to help people because God has been so good to me. On that note, I'm getting ready to get out here and run this errand because I'm getting ready to spend some time with my baby girls tomorrow. And that's always exciting. But anyway, yeah, when you're this old, having baby girls, they kept me alive through everything I went through last year. So that's a beautiful thing. My grandson and my baby girls, man, they kept me alive, because it was so many times I was just crushed. But here I am, excited about what's coming, what's happening, and I'm challenging you to make a move. You know who you are. Don't put this off. Don't end up in the ER thinking I'll do it later. That was me. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys